All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Yeah. Cocktail? You bet. Absolutely, yeah. A little cooler outside tonight than it was last night. Yeah. Last night was still about 7 degrees this time. Right now it's probably about 62. Got a light jacket on. It's all right. Got dressed accordingly like that. Yeah. Oh, man. Man, those shills last night were, man, they were bitching, moaning that I was stealth camping at the park. Yeah, I did a little stealth camp, but I got out of here like butt-ass early. Yeah, because they show up like 4 o'clock at the board at the park, do the maintenance work. So yeah, I was out of here. I just chilled here. I took a nap on the bench right here after having a couple step two, some cocktails. Yep. Oh yeah, I think it's so funny. There's still Spurs like that. I know one thing is, hey, Duckbot hasn't made community posts. Yeah, I think he only made like 7 or 8 a day. Of course, he's sitting there all, focusing on Nanya and Jeff. Oh yeah. And then he kind of focused on good guy and shit like that. Oh, of course, then sometimes he focused on Tommy Fellows. Yeah. Nothing about me or Gomez or anything like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's crazy. I think it's even more funnier that Flathead is still raging. He's fucking making dumb comedic posts. Oh yeah, and he's talking about he's going to take Aaron to court. Yeah, he's got 2 videos on the channel right now, and they're both from Philemon's Creasy YouTube and Slaps Out videos. Yeah. Yeah, the one video is the one where Philemon made say, oh, how he obliterated, destroyed, exposed the semen, the cocks, and JD and shit. Philemon ain't exposed to nothing. We're not exposed. Yeah. Thinking, yeah. And Philemon has the attitude like, oh, his enemies need to be destroyed. They must be destroyed. Yeah. Oh, semen needs to be terminated. He needs to be arrested. Yeah, and convicted. He said, oh, semen needs to be on the lifetime registry. Yeah. I see, this is how fucking dumb these fuckers go. Yeah. $13,000. Yeah. Okay. And he tries to twist it double down. Says, oh, it's from YouTube. But then the fucker admitted that he's downloaded a lot of videos when Aaron had his Detective Gomez on before he got nuked, thanks to Tonic and Shill fuck. Yeah, it's getting thirsty over young kids at a skate park, bouncing up and down the street. Yeah, fucking having a butt plug, along with fucking Gacy 30 bitch tits. Yeah, strapping, riding a dildo like Margaret Thatcher would. Yeah, having a vibrator go up and down like Betty White would. Yeah, for Alan. Yeah, no, Alan Thompson. The guy that did Password Plus, yeah. Yeah, he's just making these dumb community posts. Oh, fucking crazy shit. Yeah, and didn't he try to make a community post talk about, oh yeah, I'm in contact with Jamie Walsh's family. Yeah, but he sure didn't do nothing. All he did was talk about like, yeah, when she gets out of prison, we're gonna have a sit down and interview, shit like that. Yeah, I doubt if she wanted to have an interview with fucking Flayo head. If anything, I think Jamie Walsh just wanted to be left alone. Because what I read on the news story, yeah, that she was happy working in a cafe, rescuing cats, and the cats she rescued, she was taking care of them, making sure these animals and cats and some dogs get a proper home. So she was living her life to the fullest. She probably didn't want nothing to do with this internet bullshit. Maybe at the time she was probably getting ready to testify about some dirty cops and that sicko from Fort Collins. Maybe she was getting ready to fucking spill the beans to get that fucking sicko, back behind bars where he belongs. And he claims that he's off the registry. Now, that motherfucker's on the lifetime registry. But you got people that want to cuck for like people like, Ken Paxton, Rob Lowe. Yeah. Chuck Schumer, the guy that was kissing that little girl that was sold from Oprah Winfrey all go to school. Yeah. And the guy who's on Epstein's list. Yeah. Stanley Harsha. Yeah. Yeah, and these motherfuckers are doubling down like, oh, the Epstein list, it's all fucking fake, nothing to see here. Yeah, right. Yeah, a bunch of fucking crazy politicians and public figures in there. Yeah, all in a swimming pool with Epstein with little girls, topless, and, all that shit, yeah. Like I said, something like that. And I remember Gomez talking about, he's like, when after Jamie Smith, actually her real name was Jamie Rodman. Jamie Rodman and I were pretty cool. We talked behind the scenes a few times. Shit, stuff like that, and I remember when Eric Brand was out there auditing with Chuck Bronson and News Out Patrick, she'd go into chat support, I'd be in there too. Yeah, that's back in the cool days. Like I remember I'd be Eric Branch chat a lot of times. He'd be out there. A lot of us, the people that supported him, including me, we have ranches in there. Eric Brandt used to come my chat quite a bit. And some other people used to come my chat. But I remember one day, Jamie and we're on the same panel. We're on Gentie's panel. It was Christmas. It was Christmas Day. I was coming out from I was spending Christmas Day with some family and friends, and I came home. Yeah. So we were on the panel, just shit like that. And Jamie's talking about stories, but what, when she was, sexually molested by, I think her father, I think her uncle, stuff like that were, into, underage girls, with shaved, small cooters and shit like that. Yeah, and there's disgusting fucking creeps like that. And, it was just nice there, I mean, I felt, at the time, I was good friends with Jamie. So I was there for support, and she knew it too. I didn't really talk too much on Gentie's panel. And she was like, oh, what'd you do? Hey, MC, man, what'd you do for Christmas? Oh, not much, business friends. We had ham, opened some presents. I just got back home an hour ago, took the bus. Oh, that's cool, it's cool, yeah. I was like, yeah, last night we had prime rib. I was like, we opened presents, embracing each other's company, laughing, loving, having a good time, and yeah. So I said, yeah. I said, you had a good Christmas? Absolutely, I had a wonderful Christmas. I said, and I said, and I don't mind it. I was like, I'm not all about presents. I mean, the presents are nice, or get some money. It's always nice. But I just like embracing having friends over, share some laughs, some good times, talking about passing, like what we done for our lives lately. Talk about past Christmases, shit like that. Yeah. And I remember the time. And when Country Gal came in there, and I said, hey, Country Gal, and she said, and I remember it at the time, and Jamie was like, hey, Country, how you doing, sweetheart? And, it's just like, yeah, send my loves and prayers. This is the time when supposedly Storm Hunter passed away. Boy, how little we were taken back in. That Storm Hunter faked his own death. Yeah, and we figured. Then we found out why, but it is what it is. I think in the long run, Storm just wanted a break from YouTube and just needed to, get away from the stress and shit like that's ramping him up. And I get that. We all need a break from time to time. But Country hanging around for having friends like that. But it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know, but then until it's too late that Jamie Rodman passed away. I was like, damn, she wasn't that old. Not at all. But I know she had a loving husband. Yeah, Michael. Yeah, I remember that. I think she had some kids too. She told me sometimes it'd be kind of hard to have an intimate relationship with her husband, but her husband understand because the tragedy she went through her life like that. But anyways, back to the story. Yeah, I think it's funny that fucking inflated Flayo has picture mode. Then he talked about how he's gonna take people to court. Yeah, I think it's funny that fellow mom's trying to ramp it up. And oh yeah, then these motherfuckers still bitching on that shizzles come my chat or come my comments like that. So what? So what? What are you guys so fucking pressed about like that? Or they're bitching on Good Guy share one of my videos and say, here, this is Donna after a boofing session. And Good Guy said, very interesting video indeed. And oh my God, Sperging like that. Yeah. I mean, look at the company that inflated hit coming. Yeah. Sound Minds, Falling Bomb, Top of the Reef. Yeah. I remember one time fucking that road and said, yeah, hey, Falling Bomb, you know what's so funny was? I smoke dope and you're on opiates, which you can't get for another week. And I remember back when Falling Bomb used to go live, he used to wear this fucking mascot. People say, yeah, the reason why is because he's got fucking cracked pipe burns around his mouth. Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Yeah. But I remember when Falling Bomb went to Leon Valley. That was so fucking crazy. That was an uproar back in 2018. Leon Valley with cheese. So Joe Savaggio, saggy vagina. Yeah. I can't believe that motherfucker's still fucking chief there. He was chief in San Antonio. Yeah. He got fired and he tried to sue the city, which cost over fucking $250,000. That guy's so fucking corrupt, shit like that. Yeah, Joe Savaggio, invited all these auditors in there. Yeah, fucking Buckeye auditors, shit like that. Oh, big names are there. Oh, yeah. Including that John Green guy, yeah. Oh, yeah. Then all of a sudden, it's funny, he one arrest, boy, he sure tuck-tail became a fucking merb by sucking up the fucking merb and the speaking of flunky fucks, yeah. I thought it was so funny when him and News in Ohio beefed together, shit like that. Oh yeah, I heard that motherfucker. I heard that one time that motherfucker got pissed off that Don Smith, News in Ohio, was helping me with my old channel, which got up to 3,000 subscribers. Yeah, you know who else bitch about that fucking Brian Queenland? Like, bro, Brian, you don't do a fucking audit. What the fuck do you do? He said, oh, like you do it on. Like, motherfucker, you don't audit. You don't even go out there cop watch. At least I'm out there going out there cop watch and auditing and shit like that. I mean, I don't have the desire to cop watch because I'm too busy with my fucking girlfriend nowadays. Now, I'm still gonna go out there cop watch. You fucking damn right. I love a good cop watch. Oh yeah, and that's so funny was the other day I did a cop watch right across the street, right there, boom, right there. Good fucking traffic stop cop watch last week. Funny bench was like, what did the cop do so wrong? Why are you pulling stuck in that car? I'm like, shut up, you fucking pencil neck goober fuck. And I knew it was him because he got a account called, yeah, police officer saves lives. Yeah, fuck. See, I knew that fucking piss windbag was still around. Yeah. Yeah, but he probably only comes around, pops up from time to time. See, fellow femdom is too, follow Femi. Yeah, he's too busy sucking up to the Predvidian crew. Yeah, and he's sitting there talking behind the scene with a flathead, coordinated together. Oh my goodness, absolutely crazy. Yeah, just like fellow femdom tries to go in people's chats. He always gets rage and shit like that. He's always sitting there telling people call the cops on me to get me swatted, saying, "Oh, Seaman needs to be served and arrested." Yeah, for what? Doing filming the park. Oh, he'll probably bitch him about this video. Yo, oh, Simmons talking, harassing people at the park right now. He's doing some serious. You know, and the two videos I said are on Flathead channel was, they're both from Fellow channel. Yeah, the one, the so-called slap video exposed, and the other one was when I trolled Rick Crew on Aaron's panel. And Flated Head was going around like, my God, Seaman sounded, but he's trying to say, oh my God, he sounds like a deranged pervert. He sounds like a violent rapist that could strike any moment. Yeah, right. No, fucking Rick Crew's the one goes around talking about he wants to bend women on the countertop or on the kitchen table. He wants to make young chicks get on their knees and give them head and shit. He said, "Oh, let me open your mouth." I mean, like Tony Morano did this shit, but Tony did it with some humor. Like Rick Crew just talks like all disgusting, spews nasty but foul shit out of his mouth, all that shit like that. Yeah, he wants to rape children and females. How he wants to make their cum dumpster and shit like that. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, and I told him like everybody's all said I'm the bad guy. Oh, a poor guy like Clovis did. Yeah. And Kozak, the fluid granny bitch writer long novels, madly in love with Jojo Gorkov. You know what I'm out here about y'all. Peace out.